What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got a couple of black Digimon that we need to be having a little bit of a chat about. And then we've got a particularly exciting new option card that we need to be having a little bit of a chat about. So let's start off having a look at a little vanilla dude, the artwork of which I am completely in love with. It is Tankmon. Look how cool the artwork is. Now, Tankmon here, what we've got is a level 4 Digimon. We're talking a 6 cost to play normally, which for a level 4 is honestly, like, really expensive. Really expensive. More so than any level 4 black we've seen before. But a 1 cost to evolve, which is half of what we would usually pay. We'd usually expect to pay 2. So the deal with Tankmon is really simple. Don't play it normally, evolve it. Because it's expensive to play normally and cheap to evolve. Boom, done. As for the 6,000 power, yeah, 6,000 power is good. It's not actually as high as we saw with Gardramon back in Ultimate Power, but that's not necessarily a fair comparison to make, given that Gardramon, yes, it had 7,000 power, but it also can't attack. It's there as a 7,000 power blocker, and the only skill it's got other than blocker is to say that it can't attack. So, if you're looking for a powerful black Digimon, this will absolutely do it, and the fact that it's a 1 cost to evolve level 4, I mean, bearing in mind, level 3s are generally free to evolve, right? So, you evolve your level 2 into a level 3 paying 0, you evolve into this, you've paid 1 memory to get a 6,000 power Digimon out. That seems like a very good use of resources indeed. Now, the other Digimon we've seen today is not quite so vanilla. Our translations, I should say, come from the lovely Chosugoi over on Facebook, and by now you know I'm a fan of Chosugoi. And what we've got here is apparently Giramon? One of the two. And we've got a level 5, 6 cost to play normally. Now, 6 cost to play a level 5 is actually pretty cheap. A 3 cost to evolve, which is what we saw from all the level 5 black in Ultimate Power. That's very standard. And a 7,000 power, which is fine. It's not particularly amazing. It's fine. I mean, I could show you Megadramon. That is a 6 cost to play normally, 3 cost to evolve, 9,000 power. So we're looking pretty cheap here, but the skill needs to be something quite nice, because if the skill isn't something quite nice, why am I not just playing Megadramon? Trick question, if the skill isn't good, I obviously am. So the skill says that on your opponent's turn, you gain 1,000 power. And this is alright, it's not a bad skill by any stretch of the imagination, this is fine. Essentially, it gives you that little bit extra survivability. So your opponent's like, ha ha ha, I've got a KO, I'm going to delete you, I'm good to go. And you're like, ha 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 ha. No, you actually don't, sorry. And that's essentially what you're going for here. You're giving yourself that extra little bit of survivability, that little bit of extra power on your opponent's turn, so that if you're resting, your opponent can attack you, and essentially then they don't get to take you out, because let's say, for argument's sake, you're using a level 6 black Digimon. Let's say Wargreymon. I use Wargreymon a lot. And Wargreymon has got 11,000 power, and you're resting, and your opponent's like, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to knock out, I'm going to delete Wargreymon. But the thing is, an awful lot of Digimon that are level 6 have 11,000 power. So they might go, well, I'm 11,000 power, you're 11,000 power, but you've got blocker and reboot. That's actually a horrifying combination. You can attack on your turn, block on mine, etc., and just keep going. So what I'm actually going to do is just take you out because it's worth it. Well, if you go from 11,000 power to 12,000 power, then all of a sudden your opponent actually can't take you out. And that's essentially what we're going for here. That's the goal of this kind of Digimon. It is all about trying to make sure that you've got that extra little bit of survivability above and beyond. But I'm worried it's not quite good enough. It's a level 5. And instead of that level 5, I could have Metal Greymon, or if I've got Reboot, and there's plenty of ways to give me Reboot, I get Security Attack +1. Or I could have the Metalandramon, which is another blocker, and blockers can be really good at helping you survive and keep going and keep rolling, etc. I'm not 100% convinced this is good enough as a level 5. Now, you give me this skill on a level 3 Digimon, maybe even a level 4 Digimon, and I'm like, you know what? It's an early skill on an evolving Digimon, and I'm alright with this, I can make do with it, but I don't think I like it on a level 5. And the fact of the matter is, this isn't the only level 5 we're ever going to have. We're going to have more level 5 Digimon in the future, and that's a problem. Because you're going to have more options of things that you can use instead. And the reality is here that I really do think we're heading to just better level 5s. And I'm not saying this is bad, but I am saying I'm not sure I would play it over the level 5s we've already got. And we're only going to get more level 5s in the future. But just yesterday we got a purple option card revealed, and oh my goodness, we like this purple option card. We don't like teaching all day and then having a wife who's on a late shift so that I literally don't have time to make a video about it when it's revealed. That makes me sad, but as you've seen, it is extremely rare that I don't get the cards out when they're revealed, so I think I'll be alright for today. Plus, there was only the one revealed yesterday. Better to pop it in this video with the black cards. And again, our translation comes from Chosugoi, and we've got Neurophobia, a 5-cost purple option card. And it reads, play one level 5 purple Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. Play effects of the Digimon do not activate. And then it's got a security card which just activates the skill. So it does the same thing as a security that it does as a normal card. And if you've been following my reveals on this channel, and I sincerely hope you have been, you should know at this stage that there are basically 2 we're looking for. They're the only actually purple level 5s we've seen revealed from the set so far. We are talking about Arakenimon and Mummymon. And you can see that the black borders here mean that we did get these nicely cleaned up translated scans from the lovely folks at DigimonCard.dev. And what we've essentially got here, I mean, if we start off with Mummymon, when you attack, you may pay free memory and play a Malamyotismon from your trash without paying its cost, and then destroy this Digimon. Pretty good skill, gets your Malamyotismon out a lot faster. Or Arakenimon, when you attack, you may pay free memory and play a Malamyotismon from your hand without paying its cost. They're extremely similar, but Mummymon plays from your trash and Arakenimon plays from your hand. But there's still ways of getting your Malamyotismon out a little bit more quickly and easily, and that's a very good thing indeed. So, essentially here, and this is what I love, is that you get to play a level 5 purple Digimon from your trash. So essentially, if you've got a Malamyotismon in your hand, then you go for Arakenimon, and if you've got one in your trash but not in your hand, you go for Mummymon. And we've talked about this before with purple Digimon, and it really is going all the way back to one of the very first purple cards we saw, and that was the Impmon from Ultimate Power, and the fact that when it's destroyed it discards the top 3 cards of your deck. And I told you at the time that I wasn't a fan of random discard, but I was sure that at some point we would get cards that would change my mind. Well, now we do, ladies and gentlemen. Also worth pointing out, we've got the Pagumon, the level 2, and when you attack, you discard the top card of your deck. So again, we got some more random discard there. And essentially what you do here is you just discard cards from the top of your deck, and you cross your fingers, that you hit a Malamyotismon and a Mummymon, for instance, and then you play this 5-cost card, then you play Mummymon, and then next turn when you don't have Summoning Sickness anymore, you attack, and then you play Malamyotismon, and you've basically paid 5 cost to play Malamyotismon, rather than 13. 5 is what you pay to evolve into it when you've already got a level 5 on the field. Now, if you compare this to something like Mummymon, you're paying 5 rather than 7, you're still saving 2 memory. And I give the example all the time of Hammer Spark, which gets you 1 memory or has a security card too. So make no mistake about it, saving 2 memory is a huge, great thing that we are all, or at least should be, very much excited about. And this is awesome. Of course, we can take it a step further, because I showed you Lilithmon the other day. And Lilithmon, when you Digivolve, if you've got 10 or more cards in your trash, you return 2 purple option cards from your trash to your hand, And on your turn, when you play an option card, you get +2 memory. So now the combo's getting a little bit dumb. You play Lilithmon and you've been discarding, so you've got 10 cards in your trash. And then you get back for free this new option card, Neurophobia. Then you play it, but you're only really paying a free cost because you get 2 memory back when you play it. Then you get your 7-cost Mummymon, but you're only actually paying free. And then you get your Malamyotismon, and you've essentially got it out for free memory. Yeah, they are going hard into the purple combos this time, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be honest with you, I am kind of digging it. I'm kind of in on this. This seems like a very, very good card indeed, and honestly, one that I think we should all be rather excited about indeed. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to know how excited you are about these cards, so let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.